It's 2 a.m. Your primary internet circuit is down and you need to engage the provider. Do you know the circuit ID to reference? Which phone number? Which email address do you reach out to? Where exactly does this cable terminate? Which device? Which interface? Which patch panel port? Or are you digging through emails, invoices, and spreadsheets? NetBox can fix this. We can document every external provider connection on NetBox, who owns it, where it goes, and exactly how it connects to your network. Circuits are different from cables, and using this topology, I'll break down what circuits are and how to document them properly. So as usual, we start from the basics, then we move on to NetBox to set this up. In this diagram, Velox Bank has an internet transit circuit which is provided by NTT, our service provider. And this circuit terminates at our Accra DC. In NetBox, a circuit represents an external connectivity service between 2 points, which is installed and maintained by a provider. So think of circuits as the services that connect your network to the outside world or to other sites. Examples of circuits will include the Internet Transit, MPLS, Metro Ethernet, Cross Connect, and all of that. So a couple of key points. 1, circuits are external. 2, they are provider managed. You don't control the physical part, the provider does. All that we need to do is to document the endpoint and how they connect to our network. So if you look at this topology, we have our provider, entity. The provider has a network. We don't manage this network. We don't have visibility into that, but that's fine. We don't need to. But because we need to model this, we represent this with a box, our provider network. Then entity, our provider, from their network, deliver an internet transit circuit to us. That is the type of circuit. The circuit ID is NTT-VB-1234. Now, depending on the type of environment, for example, in many DC and enterprise environments, the provider would deliver the circuit to a meet-me room, to an ODF, which is an optical distribution frame or splice tray, or to a patch panel or a fiber distribution frame. Then from there, you will patch it into a rack and onwards to a router. For smaller sites, the provider may just deliver the circuit directly to a router or to their managed CPA. In this example, from the perspective of Velox Bank, this cable terminates at our Accra DC onto a patch panel at our rear port 1, then we have to drag this to our edge device. This patch panel is a fiber patch panel in a network rack, so our second patch panel. So I believe this makes sense in terms of how the provider would deliver the circuit to us. So how do we model this in NetBox? Simple. Now that we understand the various components, we create the components in NetBox and we connect them together. So let's do it. Before we start creating our provider and our provider network, what I will do is that I will create a contact for entity and I will explain why. So this will be an external contact. We call this entity NOC, title entity NOC, then phone. I'll use dummy data. In your case, you have to reach out to your provider for actual data. I'll give an email address and I'll add a URL or a link. Then I'll create. So in other versions of NetBox, contacts were directly stored against the record. For example, if we're creating a provider, we would have had fields that had, email address, phone number, and all of that. But the challenge with that model was that there were times that you might want to use the same contact across different objects. So, for example, these details would want to associate these same details with provider, with circuit, with all of that. With the older model, you have to duplicate this information. With this new option, we create a contact once and we can reuse across multiple objects, and we'll see that. So let's proceed to our circuit. We create our provider, entity, Slack. If we have the ASN, we can add it. Then we create our provider network. We add, entity is our provider. The name of the network is entity provider network. If you have service ID and all of these details, we can add them. We create. So we've created the provider and our provider network. Next, we'll create our circuit type and our circuit. So circuit type, we add, and this would be our internet transit as a type. And give this a color. Save. Then we create our circuit. We add. This is provided by entity. The circuit ID, we add entity VB1234. If you have a provider account, you can create that and reference it. Type, this is an internet transit, and it's active, and we can add these other information if you have them. Distance, when it was installed, commit rate, this will be, let's say, 10G, and we add our tenancy, and we create. So if we come here, we have our provider created, our provider network, we have the circuit type, we have the circuit. Now we have to do our circuit terminations. We are side A of this. So our terminations for side A, termination type, this will come to our site. Which site will come to our Accra DC, and we can add these other information. So termination A goes to our Accra DC, then we do our cable connection. This circuit would go to the patch panel 2 rear port 1. So device, our network rack, patch panel 2, rear port 1. Then we can populate all these other data. So this case would have a single mode. Then it would be Velox Group, Velox Bank. We create. So we have our circuit terminating here, but we need to add the connection from our edge device on port XE00 to our patch panel front port 1. So what we do is that on our devices, edge router, on our interfaces, SE000, this one, front port goes to our patch panel 2, front port 1. Then this type would be fiber. Then we select our tenancy and we should be good. So if we go to our circuit now, we have the circuit and termination A is done. We terminated this to the site. Then we did our connections to the patch panel and from our edge device to the front port of the patch panel. So last, we need to complete the termination for site Z or termination Z. We add, in this case, we are terminating it to the provider network. You don't have all the details, but it's good enough to represent it that way. Now we can trace our circuit and we have our end-to-end view. We have from our edge device on this port to our fiber patch panel, port 1. Then from the rear port 1, we connect to this circuit, which completes termination A and termination Z from this circuit to our provider network. So if you are called at 2 a.m., you know exactly where this circuit terminates. But who do you reach out to? That is where the contacts come in. So if we go to providers, entity, we can add a contact for entity. And this will be the contact that we created. So we know the email address and the phone number. we can reference this same contact for the circuit. External contact, entity knock, role, vendor contact, and we create. So anywhere that we need these same contact details, we can reference the details that we created once. Now we have our circuit fully documented in NetBox. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you.